And we are live, back again with yet another one. And this time it's the review of this season's Premier League match week 10. Ooh, ooh, let's talk. Let's talk. We got some big games to talk about, especially the Arsenal Liverpool match, especially that one. I talked about it already, but I want to hear what you guys have to say in the chat, in the comments. We'll also be talking about Man City's dominance over the league, Spurs scraping a win, Chelsea convincing under Potter, Forest picking up a point, Crystal Palace picking up a win. My predictions were pretty on point this week, though. Pretty on point, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty on point. And we're going to go through those as well. So, look, without further ado, guys, let us get into proceedings. We're going to go through each and every one of the matches. Not planning to be overly long today, because I woke up very early this morning, around 6 o'clock. So I haven't taken a nap. So just want to talk about these matches and maybe take a nap. And this still, got over 6 hours left. So want to seize the day. So, guys, let's actually talk about this first game here. Give me 1 second. My wife is actually FaceTiming me. I don't know why, but give me one. All right, I'm back. Do apologize for leaving the stream 1 second. I had to open the door for my wife there, for her mom actually. So let's start, man. Let's start. Big up to everybody in the stream. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you're watching the replay. Thank you very much for tuning in to yet another one. Let's start with the first game of the day. Game was actually played today, and we'll just be talking about the result here. I did catch the back end, I think the last couple minutes of this game, but I didn't watch the match. But, we're just going to discuss the result briefly. My prediction for this one, a 1-1 draw for Forest after handing a fresh contract to Steve Cooper. And, he repaid the fans who actually begged for him not to get sacked. And the board listened, and he picked up a point. So Emmanuel Dennis in the 15th minute. I'm pretty sure that's his first Premier League goal this season since moving from Watford. And Ashley Young with a good goal in the 22nd minute there, rolling back the years. So a point apiece. I did actually predict a 1-1 draw. I have not been convinced with Villa. Hence the reason why I went to this prediction. They had a man advantage over Leeds and wasn't able to actually, get a win in their last game, didn't score. And they've been firing blanks up top. Players up top got to step up. Attacking midfielders got to step up as well. They had Buendia and Coutinho in the same game. You don't really see that much, see that very often, and still wasn't able to go on to pick up a win here, man. So, kudos to Nottingham Forest and Steve Cooper for actually picking up a point, a well-needed point, because they've been really struggling. They started the season, the first season back in the Premier League for a long time. They started it well, but the form just took a big nosedive. So look, the thing about this Nottingham Forest team, they need time. The manager needs time. The team needs time to gel. But the thing is, you don't really have a lot of time because let's say 20 games go by and you're still struggling in the single digits when it comes to points. There's not much recovery from that. So, quality performance at the end of the day by Forest to bounce back at home, but they would need to start putting together a string of very, very good results if they are to survive this very first season back in the league. Spent a ton load of money bringing over 25 players during the transfer window as well. So it'd be a shame if they don't actually survive. But as for Villa, listen, a point is a positive result as well. It's not a loss. So they would have to just, continue working towards their game and, just put out better performances, I have to say. You know, Gerard, as I mentioned before, has not really done a great, great job at Aston Villa, but I think his reputation is what actually masks the fact that his team's not doing too well, but they actually it's like they're surviving. You see what I'm saying? They get the odd win. They might go on a nice little run of 4 games, 3 games unbeaten, and then they start losing again after a while. So still, I think they're still trying to figure out their best 11, but I guess a point is still a very, very, very positive result for Aston Villa. So, look, I don't want to be overly, drawn out with this one. So, in terms of Nottingham Forest, they, with that point, they actually move ahead of Leicester, which is significant as well and would be a morale boost. They have Wolves in their sights and Southampton as well. So, look, all they need to start doing is picking up points, and then the mood and the confidence would start heading north in that team, and they could get out the relegation zone and maybe come in 13th, like I did predict them to place. So for them, in terms of their next game, they do have a match coming up against the aforementioned Wolves. So this is very, very, very important for Forest. Very, very key. A match against Brighton as well. And then they do have Liverpool and Arsenal. So if they are really, if they really want to get things going, the next 2 games, it's imperative that they pick up at least, let's say, 4 points. Even 2 points from those games will be good for them, because it's not guaranteed that they'll get any against Liverpool. Maybe against Liverpool, but not against Arsenal. And that's a slight jab at Liverpool there, because they've been dropping points left, right, and center, man. So, look, as for Aston Villa, their next game will be against Chelsea. That's a huge match, followed by one against Fulham and another against Brentford. So that's my thoughts on this one, guys. Talk to me in the chat. Do appreciate everybody in the house right about now. Everybody watching the replay, thank you very much for tuning in to yet another one on this Monday, a day before the Champions League as well. So in terms of the next game, let's actually move on to the Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1. And guys, my prediction, you would not believe it. You would not believe what my prediction actually was. I think I did predict 2-1 to Crystal Palace. So that's 2 exact on point prediction for your boy, man. Some weeks I'm pretty horrible. Other weeks, very, very good. So, a little pat on the back there. So, look, I did expect Crystal Palace to do well, to bounce back. They had a string of poor results. They do, start games well, score, but their game management, I think, has been very poor. But in this one, they had to come from behind. I think that Pascal strike goal was off, a ball came off the post, and then he put it in, first goal of the season. Edward, scoring, I think this is in back-to-back games, if I'm not mistaken. But he's, starting to pick up some form. Only 2 goals this season for him. And then Eberechi Eze, man. God damn. Listen, we've always give a lot of praises to Eze, and that was a hell of a goal. Jesus Lord. And the way he celebrated, maybe he himself was actually saying Jesus Lord, man, because he looked to the heavens and he was maybe saying a prayer of some sort. And it's a player that we all, identified when he came into the league. I think he came in from QPR that he's going to do well. And he did show a lot of his brilliance last season, man. So give it up to Ebericha Eze, match winner there for Crystal Palace and Vieira. Big, big, big 3 points. It's not a game that I watch live, so I'm not going to be overly long when it comes to this game. But, Crystal Palace, they have been putting in quality performances, as I mentioned, but they just lacked the game management, in my opinion. So, look here. Look, we just check the lineups really quick, see if we, see some players coming in. Well, for Crystal Palace, you see Jeff Schlupp getting a run into the team there in defense. I think he played at left back. He's a very versatile player, could play in the midfield as well. Czech Lukuri has slotted in nicely in the Crystal Palace team in place of Cheko Kuyate. Don't forget he's at Forest now. But I realize that Jordan Ayew has been playing every single game for Crystal Palace as well. So Vieira obviously trusts him in the team there. So Luka Milivojevic hardly been playing these days. He came off the bench. Mateta, Will Hughes, Tyreek Mitchell getting a little rest there, rotated out. So for Leeds, Matthias Klick, we haven't seen a lot of him, under Jesse Marsh. And we haven't seen, someone mentioned Wilfried Nanto in the preview. And I was like, oh, man, I even forgot he was actually playing for I forgot he transferred to Leeds. Like momentarily, I forgot. So, would want to see what he's capable of doing in the league. Maybe he's not fully fit, but you see guys like Luke Ayling coming off the bench. So you see that Bielsa core there, like guys like Klick and Luke Ayling not really starting for Jesse Marsh, or maybe they'll slowly get back into the team. But Marsh, just putting his spell on the team for now. So far, so good. But this should just be a minor setback for the American with his, very forward-thinking team in Leeds United. So, but big win for Palace, though. I did expect this, and they would want to go strength by strength. So with that win, Palace actually a 15th, only their second win this season. Leeds are still, above them, 14th in the league, same amount of points, 9. And what's worrying for Leeds is that they have 2 wins this season, but none of them came in their last 5 games. So they would want to pull things back and get their form going again, because when you start slipping towards the bottom of the table, it's very hard to come off, man. So, look, with that being said, that's just my brief thoughts on that one. In terms of Crystal Palace, their next game would be against Leicester City, a struggling team. So they look to pick off Leicester, followed by Wolves, then Everton. So Southampton. So Palace has they have a very, very nice run in their next 4 to 5 games there as well. As for Leeds United, their next match will be against Arsenal. So I won't really put my money on Leeds picking up a win in that one, but we will see. We shall see, man. So listen, man, big up to everybody in the stream. Do appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. We've been off to a very, very, very slow start, though. Very uncharacteristic slow start to the stream. How's everybody doing? Where's everybody, man? Where's everybody today? If you're watching a replay, thank you very much for tuning in. But we're going to keep it going. And let's move on to the next game here. Brighton 0, Tottenham 1. What was my prediction for this one? I predicted a 3-1 win for Spurs. So that's 3-3. Not exactly the correct scoreline, but still, I didn't feel like Tottenham were actually going to win this game. Before we get into this, there was an announcement that Ina Mwepu has retired from football because of a hereditary heart condition that he has. And at 24 years old, a Zambian, formerly of Red Bull Salzburg, has now retired from football. It is really, really sad, man, because he was very, very, very promising, I have to say. Very, very promising player, man. So I'm going to have to just share this small piece with you guys, and then we will talk some more about the game. So, quote, a boy from a small Zambian township called Chambishi has some news to share. He stood strong to follow his dream of playing football at the highest level, and by the grace of God, he lived his dream by reaching the Premier League. Some dreams, however, come to an end. So with so it is with sadness that I announce that I need to hang up my boots because of a medical advice I received. This, however, not the end of my involvement with football. I plan to stay involved in some capacity. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that supported me in my football journey, including my wife and family, my agent, 12 man, the Zambian FA, all my previous clubs, teammates, and coaches, and especially everyone at Brighton and Hove Albion. Enoch, Computer, Mwepu. I don't know why they call him Computer, but very, very promising player, man. Scored a few goals, played well in the midfield there, sometime a little bit more forward for Brighton. And just sad when players have to retire this early in their careers, man. So big up to the boy Devante Caprice, BX Gunner in the house, Peter in the house. Big up everybody in the house, man. Nice to see you guys commenting. We've been off to a slow start, but I just want to keep being consistent, and because I'm not really pushing out the content like I used to, but it just shows how YouTube is, man. You know what I mean? When you're not like prevalent in terms of content and you just banging them out, people tend to be like, they move on. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. It's all good. Let's talk about this, man. Listen, Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Tottenham 1. Harry Kane in the 22nd minute after Heung-min Son strike or cross was diverted in by the Englishman for the game's only goal. I have to say Brighton did put up a good fight, but unfortunately wasn't enough to breach the Tottenham Hotspur defense. I could remember Welbeck getting a good shot off, saved by Lloris. Not many opportunities, clear-cut opportunities, but, Spurs bouncing back after they lost to Arsenal. They joined the week against Frankfurt as well. So it's that Spurs are that type of team. They could be very inconsistent, but when the going gets tough, they do find a way to pick up results. And this is a very, very, tough game against Brighton, where Brighton has been in the top 4 for some time, and they had to grind this one out, man. So look, new manager Roberto De Zerbi. It's kind of strange the way he came into the league. Most managers would come in when other manager gets sacked and the team is in shambles, but he find himself coming into a team that's actually doing well. Big point against Liverpool, but it's always going to be difficult to pick up many points when you have back-to-back games against both Liverpool and Spurs. So still kudos and credit to Brighton and Hove Albion for just keeping it 1-0. Who knows, man? Goal difference might come in handy at the end of the season for maybe a Europa League or Conference League place. So it's still a good performance, I have to say, from this very, very good Brighton team. But maybe something that they need to work on is giving opportunities to the other strikers in the team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Dennis Undav could get a run out ahead of Danny Welbeck. There's another striker in there, a Paraguayan, I think, by the name of Enchiso, if I'm not mistaken, but he wasn't even on the bench, I think. Yeah. So maybe that's something that they could actually change. Big up to Karoro Mituma, who made a really nice run in the game there, but didn't score, of course, not on the end of it, but he looked good. He's looked good even when he came on against Liverpool as well. Billy Gilmore got a run out. Don't forget, he's a Brighton player these days. Tariq Lamptey got a run out. I want to actually see more of Tariq Lamptey, I have to say, man, because you know how good he is. He could be a live wire. But the thing with Tottenham, right? Look, Richarlison back on the bench there. Perisic arrest. Ollie Skip got a run out. The thing about Spurs is, they hit and miss. They hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? They're really hot and cold. East Bissouma, I have to mention, got a run out against his old team, played well. But Spurs, they're just too, inconsistent in my opinion, man. You can't really take them to... When you want to take them seriously in terms of, hey, maybe they win something, maybe they win a cup or whatever, then you're like, oh, man, what's going on here? You see what I'm saying? You see? So, I don't know. But it's a good win to get them back on track once again, though. So, Brighton, a minor setback. They would lift their heads up and move on and not really dwell too much on that game, because coming up against Spurs would always be a tough task. So, look, big 3 points for Tottenham, as I mentioned. And in terms of them, their next game is coming up against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Champions League. Then they do have a tough fixture against Everton, and then another one against Man United, and then again against Newcastle. So this will be a very, very tricky period for Antonio Conte and Spurs. It will test the team, push them to their limits, and let's see what they're really made of. Because Everton, they have played well. After they lost to Man United, Everton didn't lose since August. You see what I'm saying? And Man United, as you know, they're always up for the big occasion. They could be hot one day and cold the other. Well, for example, beating Liverpool, beating Arsenal, but then losing to City. You see what I'm saying? So we know Spurs United games are very, very exciting, though. So that's what's coming up for Tottenham. So look, in terms of Brighton and Hove Albion and their next game, who do they have? So for Brighton, they do play Brentford this Friday. A Brentford team that, struggling a bit as of late to pick up points. So they will definitely be looking forward to that game, followed by one against Forest, then Manchester City on October the 22nd, and then followed by one against Chelsea. So the next two games is imperative that they pick up some points, because none is guaranteed against the big boys, Man City and Chelsea. And it's going to be fun to watch Graham Potter come up against his old team. I'm pretty sure he's not going to take it easy, though. So, look, Peter's there saying in Czech Republic it's almost midnight. Arsenal would be this year in the top 4 in the Premier League. Yeah, I do believe I did predict that. So, big up to Devonta Caprice, who's saying I fancy Brighton to qualify for Europe one day. Maybe if Graham Potter was in charge all season, that could have happened. I don't know if that's going to actually happen on the Zerbi. So it's left to be seen. So we have Double E here saying slap the injured 2 players. Clown, you're the clown, bro. You are the clown. I don't know who you're calling clown, but you're the clown. You gotta be the clown, because you come in here and you don't want to accept defeat. Accept defeat and stop finding up excuses. Liverpool got slapped up. It's that simple. Whether I want to use beat, they got defeated, slap, whatever, they didn't walk away with any points from the game. Simple. All right? So with that being said, guys, let's keep it moving. Let's continue talking about these results. West Ham 3, Fulham 1. It was Fulham that opened the scoring. Brilliant goal by Andreas Pereira and caught West Ham napping a bit there. Very good goal from a tight angle. And Fulham started off well, but Jared Bowen got a penalty in the 29th minute and Gianluca Scamacca in the 62nd. So the penalty was very controversial with Andreas Pereira and Craig Dawson grappling, and the referee warned Pereira, and then he still went on with his thing. And then, the defender Dawson went to the ground and the referee pointed to the spot. The rest is history. And then the Scamacca goal was very controversial. First, VR was actually looking at offside, and that ball looked like it bounced up and hit his arm. It actually looked like it hit his arm twice. First, his hand itself, then his elbow. So I don't understand how VAR actually give that one a goal. So that's why Marco Silva was actually so pissed off on the touchline, because he couldn't believe that it was a goal. And when you go back and you watch the replay, that should not have stood because the ball looked like it bounced up off, it bounced up and hit his elbow. So it's pretty weird, man. Because if you see in the Man United game when Marcus Rashford was given a handball, I hardly saw the handball in the Marcus Rashford goal. I didn't see it. I really didn't see it, to be honest. But the Skamaka, oh man, it was clear as day. But it is what it is, man. West Ham, went on to win the game. I think they were the better team on the day, but at the same time, Fulham, it was 1-1 at the time when Skamaka scored, and who knows what could have happened in the remaining 30 minutes or so. So, look, Fulham started off well, but it seems like form's dipping a bit now. They lost their last two, lost 3 in 5. They do have 2 wins. And it seems like they're definitely missing the services of their big man up top, Alexander Mitrovic. That's the thing about, when players are in form, you have to protect them. You see what I mean? It's like Erling Haaland for City. It's tricky. You want to play him, but at the same time, you got to know when to take him off or when not to start him or when not to play him. And the same goes for guys like Mitrovic. No, you might want to play every game, but when you're absent, it does hurt the team. But for West Ham, though, positive signs. They've been picking up form. They were in the relegation zone recently, and they bounced back with back-to-back wins. You see what wins could do for you? That's 6 points. They moved from 4 to 6 points. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. You got to give credit to Skamaka. Antonio came off the bench and scored a very scrappy goal. So that last goal just summed up the last couple of games. Well, the last 5 matches or so for FC Fulham. Look, give it up to Lucas Paqueta for that lob, for that Skamaka goal. Brilliant, cheeky lob. And West Ham seems like they're starting to click and find their form with the help of those Europa Conference League games as well. So, big 3 points for David Moyes. He was under a bit of pressure. It seems like the pressure is no more. And it might be shifting a bit on Fulham and Marco Silva. I think he should be okay for now. You know what I mean? Fulham should be okay for now, but they have to start winning football games again for sure. But look, positives to West Ham. Bowen, on the score sheet. Declan Rice and Shusek playing well in the midfield for them as well. So look, they just continue to grow strength by strength and continue to be a very, very entertaining team to watch. Not the same as last season, but if they continue playing like they've been playing, they could get back to their heights. So, look, brief analysis of this game. If you check the bench here for Fulham, let's check the bench really quick. You would see Harry Wilson is back on the bench, and he did play his first minutes this season. So give it up to Harry Wilson, former Liverpool man. Him and their team, it will make them a lot better indeed. Also, shout outs to Mikel Antonio for pulling out those dancehall, whatever dance he was doing. I don't know whatever the name of the dance, but he was doing some kind of dance when he scored that goal there too. So big 3 points for the Hammers, none for Fulham. So guys, in terms of the next games, West Ham 13th, 10 points. Their next game is against Anderlecht in the Conference League, and followed by one against the struggling Southampton on the road. Then they do have Liverpool on the 19th, which is a midweek fixture. So hopefully Liverpool are coming off of a loss against Manchester City. So look, in terms of Fulham, they're 9th, so 11 points. If they had picked up a few more points in their last 5, they could have been up there amongst the Man Uniteds and the Chelseas, but they didn't. They lost 3 times. Their next game is against a very informed AFC Bournemouth team under Gary O'Neill, going through a purple patch right now after the 9-0 drubbing to Liverpool. So that'll be a tough one indeed. So guys, big up to everybody in the stream. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see. Marcel It's saying, let these rivals enjoy themselves, man. Every dog has its day. Liverpool will rise again. They will fare us again. You guys had a great run, though. You guys had a great run. Don't act like you have not had a great run in the last 5 years, because you really did. You had a magnificent run. You see what I'm saying? A magnificent run. So Marcel is saying, don't take them serious, my guy. He over exaggerated. You see this? You see? Come on, bro. Come on. Why are you being so sensitive? Why are you being so sensitive? Do you come in here? I'm thinking, Marcel's my boy, and Marcel is just like, he's like he's like mad at me for actually standing up for myself. Okay? Don't exaggerate. He said, we didn't get slapped. We lost to Arsenal and the refs, but we move. I'm just happy to see Liverpool in the mud, but we will be back. Just bounce back and stop talking, man. Bounce back already. You see what I mean? Bounce back. Listen, I want the competition. I'm not happy to see you in the mud. I want the competition. You see what I'm saying? I want the competition, man. But you're being a hypocrite, because you're saying, oh, I'm happy to see you in the mud. How do you guys jump for joy when Man City draw or lose games? You guys literally have crusades. Listen, man, it's all good. It is all good. It's all love, man. It is all love. So BX gonna said, I need Liverpool to beat City, actually, Dom. Well, listen, I'm gonna be at the game this Sunday, and if it happens, I'll be there to witness it. I'll let you guys know what the Liverpool, how the Liverpool players are moving, if they, if they lethargic or if they're really putting in 150%. I'll let you guys know. I'll fill you in, okay? I'll definitely fill you in. But guys, don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button if you haven't yet done so. We move on to the next one and the next game. Let us talk about Newcastle United 5, Brentford 1. Ah, man. Look. In terms of my prediction, right? I didn't actually let you guys know my prediction for the West Ham game, right? So I actually predicted, let me tell you guys what I predicted. West Ham to beat Fulham 3-1. And it was a 3-1 win. I don't know what it was last week, but my predictions were on point, man. They were on point, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Man. Predictions were on point. I predicted a 2-0 win for Newcastle in this game. I think I only got like one prediction wrong this week. One. And that was actually the Liverpool. I got the Liverpool Arsenal one wrong, where I predicted a 3-3 win. I predicted a draw for Bournemouth Leicester as well. I think and Everton United. I predicted 7 correctly, which is brilliant. So for this game, Bruno Guimaraes in the 21st minute, Josh Murphy in the 28th. Then you had Ivan Toney pulling one back in the 54th minute from the penalty spot. Great penalty, by the way. And 2 minutes later, Bruno Guimaraes again. Then you had Miguel Almiron saying, hey, man, it wasn't a fluke. It really wasn't a fluke. And scored in back-to-back games. Absolutely brilliant from Miguel Almiron, man. Brilliant. So he scored in the 82nd minute. And then Ethan Pinnock, I almost said Ethan. I don't even know what I almost said there. But Enoch, I almost said Enoch. I'm thinking about Enoch Mwepu. But terrible own goal, man. Good ball into the box. And Ethan Pinnock coming back from injury. First game back. Stamped into his own net. 5-1 win for Newcastle after slapping up Fulham last week. So that, am I using the word appropriately? No. Slap? Am I using the word slap appropriately? Because that was a slapping. Big up to Newcastle, man. They're finding form at the right time. They did start the season off very slowly with a ton load of draws, even picked up a draw against Manchester City, narrowly lost to Liverpool, but they're starting to win football games right now with back-to-back wins over Fulham and Brentford, 9-2 combined. So give it up to Newcastle, man, and Eddie Howe. The magic is still there, and they're just proven to be, one of the teams that's on the up because, look, the way they're playing, they have a lot of quality in their team, and they're becoming a very, very, very attractive unit because you check the lineup, right? No Alexander Isak, he's been injured. But if you check the back line, quality, man. They brought in Botman and Byrne within the last year, along with Trippier. Shaw is one of the quality players that remain in the lineup there. Brought in Nick Pope. Joe Willock came in. Bruno Guimaraes came in. Sean Longstaff, right? Newcastle's very own Longstaff getting a run in the team ahead of maybe Joel Linton. But it's good. It's good competition in the team, right? Callum Wilson back from injury, hitting the ground running, right? He's doing well. Jacob Murphy getting a run in the team, which is something that we haven't seen because he's been a super sub for a while. Mikel Almiron a run in the team as well. But, you see guys like Ryan Fraser, because he was the one that was playing a lot. Joel Linton, St. Maximin coming back. So they just want to create that positive and healthy, dynamic in the team. And Newcastle could be playing Europa League or Conference League football next year. I'm not going to run and say Champions League as yet, but they're looking good. They're really, really looking good. As for Brentford, it's a cause for concern. Mbuemo did score a goal that was chalked off, but it's a cause for concern for this Brentford team. Started well, but their form is taking a nosedive right about now, right? So you got to keep your eye on Brentford, man. I did predict them to get relegated this season. Unfortunately, 1 win in their last 5, 10 points, 11th. The form's dipping. They have to pull things back. They have to indeed steady the ship. Maybe the lineup was all over the place. You know what I mean? We haven't seen Shandon Baptiste and Josh Da Silva play together quite often in the Premier League era. I think it maybe was a wrong decision to throw Ethan Pinnock right back into the team like that. You see what I'm saying? I think they could have done a lot better in terms of that. But it's left to be seen, the approach, Thomas Frank takes going forward. Sergi Canos fit again, so maybe we'll see him in the team pretty soon. And they're definitely missing Christian Norgard in the midfield. Loris Karius on the bench there for Newcastle. Is he going to get a game when they do have cup matches? It's left to be seen. Captain Jamal Lascelles, a bench warmer these days. So Newcastle 5, Brentford 1. Quality performance as I expected by Newcastle United. Do you guys have anything to say about Newcastle in the chat right about now? Let me see what you guys are saying. Victor Alexander, big up to you, bro. He's saying Newcastle deserve it for their huge fan base on Tyneside. They deserve it after what they had to endure with Steve Bruce as well. I think Steve Bruce got sacked by West Brom too. So, yeah, it's a reminder. Tanya Kishner in the house, big up to you. Hey D, we will be back, with LFC all the way. What else we got here? Reese Hobbs is saying, Dominic, I think Klopp need a change to a back 5 formation, now playing 5-4-1. We really need it as we're struggling defensively right now. Will Klopp do it? That's the problem. I don't think Klopp's gonna go that defensively. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna go very, very defensively. But you have a great point. Sometimes when the going gets tough, a change of formation could just be what the team needs. And we saw that against Rangers. Didn't so work out against Arsenal, but Klopp has to continue to try different things if the norm is not working right now, or Liverpool have gotten figured out. So look, in terms of Newcastle, big win, 14 points, 6th in the league right now. They're on the up. Their next game is a massive one against Manchester United, who will be coming off of a Europa League match. So They should look to take advantage of the fatigue in United's legs. Then they do have Everton, followed by Tottenham. Big games coming up for Newcastle United. As for Brentford, they're 11th in the league with 10 points. Their next game coming up this Friday against Brighton. Then they do have a London derby against Chelsea, followed by a game against Aston Villa. So we're going to keep it moving. We're doing well today. We've touched on a lot of these games. Let's talk about Bournemouth 2, Leicester City 1. We still do have the Chelsea Wolves. We have Man City, Southampton. We got United, Everton, and of course, Liverpool, Arsenal. So I thought we were actually almost done with these matches, but we got a lot more games to go. But let's just run through this one. Bournemouth 2, Leicester City 1. What's disappointing about Leicester again is dropping points from a winning position. Pat Sudaka came in for Jamie Vardy, who I don't think has scored this season at all. So that's where I think, Leicester failing. Vardy is not scoring. The team's a bit disjointed, heavily dependent on guys like Maddison. Barnes got to step up. Dewsbury Hall is not having the season he had last year. Tielemans is a shadow of the player we know he could be. The defense was in shambles, still in shambles. The goalkeeper, Danny Ward is not a number one quality goalkeeper. Maybe in the championship, but not in the Premier League. And they're just getting caught out time and time again, man. It wasn't the most polished goal scored by Bournemouth, but they fought back, man. 10th minute goal by Daka. Philip Billing, who's been in very good form for Bournemouth. And then Ryan Christie, who, we haven't seen a lot of in the Premier League, scored in the 71st minute. A very scrappy goal, but a good one nevertheless, to give Bournemouth their second win after getting smacked up by Liverpool 9-0. And they've gone 5 games without a loss, which is absolutely amazing. Gary O'Neill, bro, you should have won Manager of the Month last season. It should not have been last month. It should not have been Ten Hag. So look, Bournemouth go up to 12 points. They're in 8th position right now. Do you believe this? Bournemouth got more points than Liverpool. Same amount of games played. Same amount of games lost. More wins this season than Liverpool. This is absolutely crazy. And not to rub it in or nothing, but Liverpool smashed 9 against Bournemouth. Wow, what a turnaround of form. Are they going to survive? If they continue like this, they surely will. They surely will. They play like this for another month, and they be about 25 points, and they just need to have a good finish, and they survive. It's not about any agendas. You're talking about agendas. It's the fact you beat them 9-0 and they're ahead of you in the league. That's an example of how bad Liverpool have been playing. That's the perfect example. You see what I'm saying? BX gonna say in Bournemouth, look, he have the best home kit this year. So Leicester. Yeah, they've been horrible, man. They've been horrible, and they go back to the bottom of the table there. So big win for Bournemouth. Not going to be super long on this one. And they continue to march, to surge. Their next game is against Fulham. That's a winnable game. Southampton, that's winnable as well. West Ham, they could get something from that one. Bournemouth's looking good. I didn't know I would have been saying this, but Bournemouth are looking good. They might not play well against Manchester City and Liverpool, but against the other teams, they've looked good. You see what I'm saying? Remember when they played City, Liverpool, and Arsenal in consecutive Premier League games, right? They actually lost those games 16-0. All right? So when I compare where they're at in the table and their form to Liverpool, nobody come tell me about no agenda. Nobody tell me about no agenda. You see what I'm saying? You're reviewing Bournemouth versus Leicester, but still have to take a jab at Liverpool. Because Liverpool beat Bournemouth 9-0. Why else? You see what I'm saying? Marcel, why you being so touchy-feely, bro? Don't be so touchy-feely. Big up to Devontae Caprice, who's saying, I agree as an Arsenal supporter, Bournemouth have picked up more points than Liverpool. Exactly. After going 16-0 through the damn 3 games. Big up to Dane Richards in the house. Appreciate you coming through. You know, nice to see you in here, man, as usual. Appreciate you. And United not doing too bad, you know what I mean? So you must be in a good mood as well. So Victor Alexander is saying Leicester are stable, but no one in the transfer. Yeah, you know what I mean? They didn't really do much business, so they can't justify going out there and sacking a manager if they didn't really do anything in the transfer window to help him. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. They continue to struggle, though. It ain't looking good. Not looking good for Leicester City at all. You know, I can't believe, you know, this is the Leicester City that won a Premier League title. I can't believe, really, really can't believe, man. Can't believe they're struggling this bad after 10 games. They really got to pull things together. Or Brendan Rodgers could be the next manager sacked. But the thing is, it's going to be expensive to do so. It's going to be very, very, very expensive. So with that being said, we are going to move on. You know what I mean? I don't want to argue too much with people in the comments, but still, you know, everybody's, you know, look, Liverpool fans are being very, very, very touchy. Most of them are hiding right now, actually. They won't come up and face me. You know, where's guys like OB, OKK, these guys disappeared off the face of the earth. You don't see them no more. You see what I'm saying? Don't see them. Don't see nobody. Don't see nobody. Where are they? Where art thou, Liverpool fans? Listen, with that being said, Bournemouth are 8. I did run through their next couple fixtures. And for Leicester City, 20th with 4.7 losses, 1 draw, and a solitary win that they picked up against struggling Forest. Their next game is against Palace, followed by one against Leeds, and then Wolves. They have some winnable games coming up. They better start winning, and they have to do it fast. So with that being said, guys, we're going to move on to the next game. Chelsea 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. I actually predicted a 1-1 for Bournemouth Leicester, so I didn't predict them to lose. But Chelsea over Wolves, I did predict. So my prediction was actually a 2-0 win for Chelsea. They went on to do so by 1 goal more, 3 goals to 0. And Graham Potter is really, you know, he got the ball rolling over there at Chelsea, hitting the ground running. Picked up, you know, a draw in the Champions League, but have bounced back with, what was that, 3 wins? So in 4 games, Potter's still unbeaten. Got Chelsea up in the top 4. So the 1-1 against Salzburg, 2-1 win against Palace, 3-0 against Milan, 3-0 against Wolves. Chelsea are clicking. Chelsea are clicking now. It might not be the most polished of performances. You expect that with a transitioning team, new manager and all. Players, you know, new players coming into the team under the new manager too. But Havertz in the 48th minute, well, 3rd minute of the first half, extra time. Brilliant goal by Christian Pulisic there as well. And Armando Broja in the 89th minute. Mount with a brace of assists. And Mateo Kovacic in the 89th minute. So, look, I could see what Graham Potter is trying to do here. He's trying to involve his players, whether off the bench or from the start, to get the morale up, to get trust in his players and everything. You see Trevor Chalobah starting there. You know, so rotating. You know, so you could see what's going on here. You could see what's going on here. Look at that, right? Edward Mendy fit again on the bench. That's a talking point. Aubameyang on the bench, Sterling on the bench, because guess what? There's a big Champions League game coming up against AC Milan. All these things are on his mind, and he still went out there, won the game. So you got to give a lot of credit to the manager for making these decisions. If he left to these players alone, they would play. Aubameyang, Sterling, all these guys would play. I like that Chukwuemeka got a little run out there, and even Reece James came off the bench. So he's using what he has to his disposal. I'm pretty sure Pulisic will be happy with this start. You know what I'm saying? Conor Gallagher rewarded after the winner against Crystal Palace. Cucurella back under his old manager, Aspilicueta and these guys, you know. So, look, all this was done because Wolves are struggling. Wolves are struggling. No manager at the helm right now. They're struggling, and why not? Perfect game to do that. Paid off. Paid big dividends. So, look, we talk about Chelsea. Big win, quality performance. But Wolves, man. I'm worried about Wolves. I'm really worried about Wolves, man. I'm worried about Leicester. I'm worried about Wolves. They can't seem to get up out the mud at all. They really can't. They really can't. Diego Costa back at his old stomping ground in Stamford Bridge. I didn't see much. Adama Traore getting a start. Wasn't really involved too much on the Bruno Lage. Mateus Nunes getting, I think he got into a little melee in the game too. With I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jorginho. But it was not a good performance by Wolves, man. They gotta pull their act together. And I did call out Grealish and Nunes, and Grealish taking off at halftime. I'm not 100% sure if that was an injury. It may have been an injury. You see Joseph Hodge getting a run out. That might be, the interim managers just giving him some game time. Chem Campbell, getting some game. I knew I did see a play on the field. I was wondering who the hell is this guy? Hwang Hee-chan back from injury. So Wolves are struggling big time, and we gotta worry about them. So routine win at the end of the day for Chelsea, as I expected. Good 3 points on the Graham Potter. Potter working his magic, waving his wand, looking sharp. At Brighton, I mentioned that Potter looked like he was waking up. Still got on his pajamas, but at Chelsea, man, listen, man, the man looked like he's going out to the ballroom. And look, it's only right. His dream job. Must have been his dream job, man. So with that said, big result for Chelsea. A lot of positives to take from the game. Morale boosting, game for a lot of players. Rotation, goals for Pulisic, Broja. Quality performance by Conor Gallagher. He was winning back a lot of balls in this game. So you could see why Chelsea decided to keep both youngsters, Broja and Gallagher, there as well. So look, not gonna run on too much more on this game. Chelsea go up to fourth, 16 points, 4 behind third place Tottenham. They're gaining ground. And with that said, their next game is against AC Milan in the Champions League, followed by an away game to Aston Villa. Then they do have Brentford and a massive one on the 22nd of October there against Manchester United. Ooh, sweet. You have to wait until the new year for Chelsea versus Manchester City, though, where there's 2 fixtures coming up there. So, and the second to last fixture of the season would be Man City versus Chelsea, if you're wondering, unless there's some kind of, something come up. So, look, congrats to Chelsea. Big up to any Chelsea fans watching here. But as for Wolves, they're 18th. They dropped down in the relegation zone here. I think they were in the relegation zone. 3 losses on the bounce. Bruno Lage sacked. Interim managers involved. 1 game won this season. The next one is against a struggling Forest. So if they are to start winning games or picking up points again, next Saturday would be the perfect time to do so. Then they do have Crystal Palace, Leicester, Brentford, Brighton. They got some kind of fixtures coming up. So they have to, giddy up and start picking up some points there. So look, big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Devontae Caprice is saying Wolves will be kicking themselves for letting Cody go. But I think it was something to do with the manager and Cody not really getting along too well. So, yeah, that's why it came out in the news that said even though Bruno Lage left, Cody would stay at Everton. Big up to Adam the Great, bro. Nice to see you in here. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Yeah, earlier than usual. Definitely earlier than usual. And on a Monday as well. So I usually do them on a Sunday, but last couple Sundays, You know what I mean? I've been grinding, trying to make some money out here. So, and not on YouTube as well. Not on YouTube. I'm not talking about YouTube grind. So, big up to Adam the Great. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Look, Lego Dude said, yeah, I did read this comment already. The only fit first team center back right now is Kilman. Yeah, fullbacks playing in the center back position there. They're struggling. They brought in some players, picked up injury. Kaladzic come to mind. You think about Raul Jimenez. So it's gonna take a lot for Wolves to get out of the mud, man. But it is possible. And as I said, the next few games, would be the best games to do so. So, like we did talk about in the preview, Lego Dude is saying again, Wolves are progressing in negotiations with Lopetegui. He will probably be appointed by the next match for Wolves. Thank you very much for bringing that in. And Victor Alexander saying, who would have thought it would be Tottenham and Arsenal putting pressure on City? So, look, it's more Arsenal than Spurs, really. So Spurs are like, 3 points behind, but Arsenal are on top by 1 point. Chelsea, 7 points behind City. And United, of course, 8. And I don't have an agenda. People think I have an agenda against Liverpool, but they're 13 points behind Manchester City and 14 points behind Arsenal. Let us make that one clear. It ain't no agenda. It's facts. It's all facts. But big up to everybody in the stream. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you're watching the live replay. Appreciate it. Let's move on. Next game. Everton 1, Manchester United 2. I did predict a 2-2 draw. Everton have been picking up a lot of really good results against Man United. But, yeah, they could have. They really could have. But sloppy football on the day, I think, by both teams. Because for the Alex Iwobi goal, Casemiro caught napping. Amadou Onana stole the ball away from him. And Alex Iwobi with a worldie of a goal, right? Brilliant. Iwobi has stepped up. But Anthony, set up by another Anthony, in terms of Anthony Martial, got in behind, quick transitional move, and bent it into the back of the net with his left foot. 3 matches in the Premier League, 3 goals for Anthony. And listen, man, I'm not people saying agenda this, agenda that. Anthony, look at how he's hit the ground running in the Premier League. He's hit the ground running. He's doing well. Look at Darwin Nunez. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Because Liverpool fans are the first ones to come out and say Erling Haaland wasn't going to do well and Nunez was going to do well. He was going to do well. And look, you see what I'm saying? It ain't about no agenda. It's about just comparing players, how they adapt to the league and so on and so forth. And everything, the truth is revealing itself, man. Big up to the boy, Lennon Sweet in the house. Nice to see you in here, bro. Dominic, I think winning the Champions League this season, you think City. Big up to the boy, Dupe as well. Nice to see some of the old regulars come through. Appreciate you guys, man. Long time no see. Long time no see. But listen, United, you got to give him credit for bouncing back. A lot of mistakes made by Everton. I think that was Iwobi dawdling on the ball, a couple step overs, lost the ball, bam. From defense to attack in the blink of an eye for United, and Anthony scored. And then the Ronaldo goal, I think Ronaldo did come off the bench in this game, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, for Anthony Martial, who got an injury there. And Ronaldo came in and scored his 700th club goal. So congratulations to Ronaldo, man. Congratulations. 700 goals. He suffered in the last game against Man City when he had to watch the whole game from the bench. Played in the Europa League, missed a whole lot of easy chances, and then bounced back off the bench here. And maybe if Anthony Martial didn't get injured, it could have been a whole different ball game there, because Ronaldo's strike proved to be the winner for Man United. Idrissa Gueye lingering on the ball, and Again, United pounced on it. Bam, bam, bam. I think that was Rashford to Ronaldo. And no, that was Casemiro actually. Making amends for losing the ball for the Iwobi goal. Casemiro stopping. I think that was okay. I think the way it was, I think what happened, it was Gay. I think it was Gay with the mistake for the Anthony goal, and Iwobi was stopped in his tracks for the Ronaldo goal. Yeah, that's how it actually went. And that was it. Rashford did score. The goal was chalked off. Everton did fight back really, really well at the end with a couple set pieces. A lot of corners at the end there. Had a lot of chances, but none put in the back of the net. I remember when former Man United youngster James Garner was brought on too. So that was not a bad move by Frank Lampard to bring on Garner. And he almost curled one into the top bins, man. Great save by De Gea. A lot of credit goes to him for that. And even though it wasn't the best of performances by United, in my opinion, a win is a win, and it's good for them to bounce back after that embarrassing defeat against Man City, and not so much good performance in the middle of the week against Ammonia. So, look, keep an eye on the United team. They looked too good at the beginning of the season, bounced back with 4 wins, loss, and now they with another win again. So, Everton, first time they lost since August the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. So they'll just take it on the chin. I don't think it'll hurt them too much. They'll move on from this and put it behind them and look to, continue picking up points to put themselves in a comfortable position so that they're not, in a relegation battle at the back end of the season there. So let's look through, see if we find some, players involved lately. Anthony Gordon back in the team. Dwight McNeil back to the bench. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, first minutes of the season. Ron Don off the bench. Been doing a lot of that lately. James Garner against his former team. He did well in the little cameo. McTominay picked up a yellow card. He'll miss the next game. Ronaldo off the bench. Match winner. Varane came on late. He's been injured. And some notable mentions, man. Jadon Sancho is becoming Jadon Bencho again. So seeing that Anthony's playing well and Martial, but maybe he'll come back in the team with Martial's injury there. Look, Luke Shaw taking back his left back place from Terrell Malacia. It's weird, right? Luke Shaw didn't start the season well. Malacia came in, had a nice little run, looked average against Manchester City. And then Luke Shaw back in the team. That's how football is, man. Very, it's very weird. You could be the manager's go-to man this week, and next week you could add a B to the end, the beginning of your name, like Jadon Bencho or Terrell Malacia. But look, man, big 3 points for United to get back to winning ways. They're 5th in the league, 15 points. And for them, their next game is against Ammonia at home in the Europa League, followed by a massive one this Sunday against Newcastle United, followed by another massive one and another massive one against both Tottenham and Chelsea. So United, man, woo! 5 massive, huge Premier League games. Talking about City, Everton, Newcastle, Tottenham, and Chelsea. And they got one coming up against West Ham as well. Woo! Guys, keep your eye on United, man. Keep your eye on them Red Devils. They might either go through it very smoothly, or it might be, they might have to withstand somewhat of a storm. So once again, big up to everybody in the stream. Don't forget to smash up the thumbs up button. So let's go do this saying, look, and then it added time. Pickford almost was able to score. Yeah, he did come up from the back there. So yeah, I did mention this as well. So City not winning no Champions League. They can keep dreaming. Big up to Marcel. You never walk alone in the house. Nice to see you in here, bro. All love. Adam said, Dom, you got the same stream on 2 channels. Yeah, I have been multicasting on the second channel as well because, I'm trying to build up that channel in the background, the more Dominic Rich. Because who knows, man? Maybe one day I might just put this channel down and start fresh again. You see what I'm saying? So who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's actually going to happen? So look, massive thanks to everybody in here. We got a few games left to talk about. Don't want to be super, super long today at all. And let us actually talk about the match between Manchester City and Southampton. We've covered everything else except the Arsenal, Liverpool, and the Man City, Southampton. So let's just talk about this one. I could stay on a long time and look into other leagues, but guys, I have things to do, man. I have some things to do. You know what I mean? Time is of the essence these days. It's my day off. Maybe I'll go and take a nap, and you know what I mean? I have some things to do later. So Man City 4, Southampton 0. What was my prediction? 5-1. 5-1. So we scored one less and did the concede. So give it up to Edison. I'm pretty sure he's top of the league right now in terms of clean sheets. Another big result for City. Second in the league, still unbeaten. Still unbeaten, you know what I mean? But just waiting for Arsenal to slip up. We're just waiting for Arsenal to just step on that banana skin and fall on their asses, and we'll go past them, and then they'll never catch us again. They'll never catch us again. Another polished, brilliant, delightful performance by Manchester City. Oh, man. Joao Cancelo. Ooh. Ah, man. What a goal. What a goal. You could just imagine, right? I'm at work and I'm watching this game by myself. I'm just chilling. And slow start. I'm like, yeah, there's a few chances. Mahrez had a shot save. Bazunu, former City man, was doing well at the beginning of the game. And then João Cancelo had to go and do that. I'm there by myself. And I'm like, oh, God, nasty. You know what I mean? I'm like, nasty. Brilliant. Brilliant, man. Cancelo, whoo. He had a really rotten first season for City. Remember that? Where Juventus, I don't know what they were thinking, but they actually did a swap deal for Danilo and Cancelo plus cash, I think. And, man, that was a great, great, great deal Pep made there. So Phil Foden, in the 32nd minute, he continues to put him in for fun. Mahrez in the 49th minute as well. And Erling Haaland, who is inevitable, did have a couple opportunities to score, a couple saves, missed, but he did get on the score sheet. And I think he went on to play the entire match. So you could see, that Haaland wants to play. And the more he plays is the stronger he gets. If you understand what I'm saying. You want to say manage his game time, right? But he played the entire 90. You want to manage his game time, but at the same time, the more he plays, the stronger he gets. But Pep has to be very careful here. Because in my opinion, right? In my opinion, hear this. We already won the game. Pretty much, I think when we scored the second goal, we would have gone on to win the game. When we scored a third in the 49th minute through Mahrez there, come on, man. Start thinking about taking... What? Okay, maybe not take him off in 49. When he scored, all right, take him off. Take him off. Say, all right, Haaland, you got your goal. Come out. Come out, because then someone might do some stupid shit and break his ankles. You see what I mean? So take him out. Take him out. I'm not an advocate of having him play, in games where we already won. You see what I'm saying? Because it could be costly if he gets injured. So with that being said, for example, in the Champions League, I won't say put him on the bench because he wants to play. Play him for 45 minutes, score or not score. Play him in 45 minutes, take him off. I don't think the Copenhagen team will be dirty enough to put in some nasty tackles and take him out. I don't think, they're going to do that. Not like they have so much to play for. But what if you're coming up against a team like Porto, right? Let's say we meet Porto in the round of 16. Let's just say. And we beat Porto 6-0 in the first leg. Why play Haaland in the second leg so that Pepe could break his leg? You see what I'm saying? You just get the point, right? You get the point. So I just, want us to manage the Erling Haaland thing well because he's just scoring for fun. 15 goals now in the league, matching the amount of goals De Bruyne scored last season. De Bruyne was a top scorer in the league for us. And, De Bruyne with yet another assist that would take it up to 9. Foden with an assist. Rodri one for the Mahrez goal. And Cancelo chipping in with an assist as well. My man of the match, and I think he was given man of the match too. So, yeah, João Cancelo, man, canceling out all the haters, all the doubters. Quality performance. I want to give a shout-outs to Manuel Akanji, who played right back in the game. The versatility of this Manchester's team is just second to none. Ake could go over to left back as well. It's just amazing, man. It's amazing. Diaz, flying under the radar a lot these days, quietly doing his thing, but very effective. Roger coming back in the team, showing us what we missed. Bernardo, quality 78 minutes, smooth operator. And I could actually see Bernardo leaving next season, to be honest, though. I don't want him to leave, but he's like, he's putting out his all, but I could see Bernardo coming to an end of his Manchester City career if you guys, unless he signs a new contract or something. But yeah. But look, quality performance, notable mentions to Rico Lewis. He came on, looked good. Cole Palmer looked good. Jack Grealish as well. Everybody look good. Sergio Gomez is a baller. Julian Alvarez is a baller. I don't have nothing bad to say about any of our boys, man. Emerick Laporte building up his strength for when he comes. Laporte's going to start the Champions League game. Ilkay Gundogan's going to come into the Champions League game. I would like to see a Wilson Esbrand. I would like to see Rico Lewis and Esbrand start the game against Copenhagen. You see what I'm saying? Keep the cover for in case they're not doing well, but bring him on. Give him an opportunity. Shout out to Juan Larios, former City youngster. Did get a run out. Never really played for the first team from what I could recall. But Bazunu was brave in goal. He put his best out there. And Southampton had some good moments in the game. But all in all, Roman Perot had a good game, I could say. Aribo had some good physical battles as well. The Armstrongs were taking off. They're pretty average. But Che Adams didn't really have much to feast on. It was a one-sided affair. And City rummed to a fat 4-0 win. I predicted a big win. Southampton was our bogey team last season. Now we're putting that aside and we're learning from our mistakes. So 4-0 to City. They stay second. Sorry to say, but we're second in the league. It would be nice to be on top, but let's keep it interesting and stay second. And, let's have a title race and not run away with the thing and make it boring, man. So, guys, if you think City would go to do the three-peat this season, or you think Arsenal would get back to winning the Premier League again, get back to their glory days. With that being said, in terms of the next games for Manchester City, second in the league, 23 points, still unbeaten. They travel away to Copenhagen in their next game in Denmark, and followed by a big one against Liverpool this Sunday. Guys, I'm going to be at that game. Once everything goes smoothly, I'm going to be there. It's kind of surreal, to be honest. I decided that maybe like a good while back, maybe like a month ago, that I'm going to go to England. You know what I mean? I worked, made some money, bought the ticket, got a hotel. I ain't pay for the hotel yet. I just reserved that. I booked a rental car as well. I got to remember to drive on the right-hand side of the road. You know what I mean? The vehicles will be right-hand drive as well. So I always have to remember that I have to be able to actually give the other driver a high five. That's how I have to remember, being on the right side. I have to be able to talk to the driver. So if I'm not able to talk to the driver directly in his face, I'm on the wrong side of the road. But I have driven in St. Vincent many times, and it's the same system as England, though. So, yeah. But hopefully, I'll be at that game. I'll be traveling to Europe for the very first time in my life, crossing something off on the bucket list there. And once everything goes well, I'll go back, man. I'll definitely run over there and watch another game real quick. And, maybe I'll plan it to where I'll watch a game in England, run over to France, maybe watch a game or Germany. You know what I mean? Who knows? Go over to Scotland, you know what I'm saying? I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, these two kids are ballers, man. Cole Palmer and Rico Lewis. That's the reason why they're getting a lot of game time. That's the only reason, because they have a bright future. And if they stick around this Man City team and not cry and whine about going out on loan or whatever, they'll be all right. Look at Foden. That's all I got to say. Look at Phil Foden. With that being said, man, for Southampton, look, their next game is, I did mention Southampton before, but this 17th, just outside the relegation zone. Ralph Hasenhuttl is under a lot of pressure. It was said that he's on the verge of getting the sack, but come on. You don't expect to beat City. So why sack a manager after losing to Man City? The true test will be against West Ham. It will be a home game. They have to get something from that game. If they don't sack him, they have to get something from the Bournemouth game. And I don't know, man. Look, Hasenhuttl, it would be weird to sack him right now, seeing that he's overseeing like a transition. A lot of youngsters are basically an overhaul of the team. So it'd be kind of harsh to sack him so early in the season. So maybe give him time, see if he'll pick things up like he usually does. Southampton has struggled for 4 of the last 5 seasons. And I did think I predicted them to go down. I think the teams I predicted to go down were Bournemouth, Brentford, and Southampton. Let's see how many of these teams actually go down. Let's see how many stay up. So, with that being said, guys, the last game today, Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. So, what I'm going to do, right? I talked about this game already, man. If anybody want to come on and share their thoughts, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop the link in the chat. Anybody could come on, man. Anybody could come on and share their thoughts. If there's anybody who want to jump on, listen, man. I don't usually do this. The link is right there. Come on. Come on and talk to me. Let me hear what you got to say about Liverpool. Let me hear what you got to say about Arsenal. Don't be shy. For those of you guys that are talking in the comments and you got a lot of mouth, jump on the stream. Let me hear what you got to say. Talk to me. The link is there if anybody want to join. But if not, Gabriel Martinelli in the first minute of the game. That is where Liverpool was on the back foot already. Right there. On the back foot. Like, how are you going to concede in the first minute? And this has been a trend for Liverpool where they've been conceding the first goal in most of their games, right? I know Angel Abel is saying VAR failure was a joke. The ref was pathetic. And I think the decisions in question was actually the handball, right? The handball there on, who was that? Gabriel. And I think I actually stepped out to do, I was at work. I stepped out. I had the phone in my pocket and I think I missed it. But I did caught wind of it later. But we all have to remember, you don't really give handballs for close proximity like that. It was very close. It's like the ball was kicked up onto the player arm, and it was like very, very close. The player had nothing to do with it. He wasn't aware of that. And I think it was the right call. It could have been given. There's instances where they're given, like, for example, the Newcastle, the Dan Burn penalty, right? When Dan Burn hands the ball and Ivan Toney put away the penalty. But in a way, you could say, okay, Dan Burn was kind of, had his hands up in the air, while for Gabriel, he didn't know anything about it. You see what I'm saying? And guys, the link is in the chat. If you want to say something, come on, talk. Don't be shy. You see? But Liverpool, you conceding goals so early in the game. Of course, you're going to be on the back foot, right? Good equalizer. No, wait. I spoke about this already, but the defending on that goal was horrible, atrocious. Trent Alexander-Arnold, like, come on. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on. And I spoke about it in the standalone reaction video that I did. Horrible as a defender. And I've been talking about this. I've been talking. Listen, how long have I been talking about how bad Trent Alexander-Arnold is as a defender? And guess what everybody's telling me in the chat? Oh, he could defend. He could do this. He could do that. And all of a sudden, the entire media is coming and saying it now. When I've been saying it for seasons upon seasons. Every time I do a combine 11 with someone and I'm like, Trent doesn't make the team because he can't defend. Oh, what, you don't know what you're talking about. He's the best right back in the world. How could you be the best right back when right back is a defensive position if you can't defend? Make it make sense for me, please. Make it make sense. Please. It's like saying, like, for example, I'm a mechanic, right? It's like saying someone is the best mechanic, but they can't take an engine out of a car. You see what I'm saying? Maybe they have speciality, the electrical mechanic. They good with electrical work, but they just can't do engines or transmissions. Just like Trent, he can't defend. He could attack. And he is an Achilles heel for this Liverpool team when played in the right back position. What Liverpool needs to do is maybe tweak the system and play 3 center halves, play Van Dijk, Matip, and Konate, or Gomez, Matip, Van Dijk, whatever you want to do. Play the wing, play Robertson or Tsimikas, play Trent Alexander-Arnold as a wing back, so he's not really expected to go back and do too much defending, right? Then you push Salah more central. Maybe you have 2 strikers, and then you have the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Do something different, because what's happening right now is not working. So we have Philip Bidwell is saying the ref ruined a great game, but you're right. We was on the back foot. A former ref said that Liverpool should have had a penalty for the handball, and Arsenal shouldn't have got a penalty. Arsenal 100% should have got a penalty. 100% should have got a penalty. Liverpool, it was 50-50 in my opinion. I would not have given it a penalty because of the close proximity. And the reason why I said, right, to a Liverpool fan in the comments, what if a penalty like that was given against Liverpool? Then you would have really seen Liverpool fans coming out and saying, oh, that was not a penalty. It was too close. You see what I'm saying? You see, it wasn't a penalty, guys. It wasn't a penalty. It was too close. If the player's there and I'm here and he kicked the ball onto my hands, this ain't FIFA. This is not FIFA. This is real football. It ain't FIFA where everything that touch your hand is a penalty. You see what I mean? It was not a good performance. Well done by Liverpool for bouncing back. Bam. Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, the only bright spark in this Liverpool team right now. And sadly, he's injured. Luis Diaz is injured. Luis Diaz is injured. I actually found out while doing the stream earlier with Mike, and he's injured. So, look, let me just pull up an article. Let me see if there's anything on this right now. Liverpool, right about now on Luis Diaz. But I did run across something that he's injured. So, yeah. All right. Right here. Paul Joyce. Liverpool's Lewis. Let me just share this with you right now. So if you don't know now, you know. I don't know how credible the source is, but here you go. He's not verified or anything, but Liverpool's Luis Diaz out until after the World Cup, according to reports in Colombia. No surgery required on knee injury. This ain't good. You see that? It ain't good at all. Look at this. Listen, this ain't good, but the caption ain't, I don't mind the caption. I don't. Look at this. You see that? Internal screaming. It's not good. It ain't good for Liverpool because he was one player that was getting things going for Liverpool, right? Look at the assists. Look at some of the goals he scored already. Fast and everything. So Liverpool equalized. So they came back in the game. When Arsenal scored, Liverpool came back in the game. And then when Liverpool scored, Arsenal bounced back in the game brilliantly. The Saka goal, tapping at the far post, poor defending once again. On the break, Liverpool had a set piece, committed way too many players, and got caught on the break, man. That was Jesus involved. I can't remember how it actually went, but I know Martinelli probably has Trent Alexander-Arnold and Henderson in his pockets right now. One in his right pocket, one in his left pocket. That's how good he was in the game. He was brilliant. Martinelli was brilliant, and he was given man of the match. Saka at the right place at the right time. Nice run to the back post. Scored. But the thing is, right? Halftime, there was a substitution. Trent Alexander-Arnold taken off for Gomez. And it's been said that Trent Alexander-Arnold picked up an injury here. Right? So, look. I don't know. Is it really an injury? Is it really an injury, or was he taken out of the firing line because he looked horrible in the first half? You see what I mean? And what did I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you guys? Listen, let me tell you something. So you know better than an ex-Premier League ref who was retired and now then written. No, he's human. I'm human. His judgment might not be the same as it was when he was a ref. Okay? Good explanation. Oh, okay. So Angel Abel sent Trent out for 3 weeks. Okay, so he was injured. He was injured. All right, but listen, I think it's a combination of both. Injured plus taken out of the firing line. I'm not biased. I am not biased. I'm one of the people who's been praising Liverpool all throughout the years, right? And the moment they are playing bad, what should I do? Say they're playing good? That would be the definition of bias. I say they're playing well when they're playing well, and when they're not playing well, they're not playing well. I call it for what it is. BX Gunner never thought Salah could have fallen off so hard. It's the bank account, bro. It's the direct deposit. I told you guys. He got his mind on that direct deposit. Told you. Direct deposit. I did see something someone said about Lego Dude said Klopp is going to be sacked soon if this keeps up. He could only lose so many matches before Liverpool sack him. Listen, a lot of people won't agree with you, but no manager is exempt when they're losing. If Liverpool are 20 games in, 20 games, and they 20 points, 20, if they continue with this on this similar trajectory, 8 games played, 10 points, 16 games played, 20 points. That means Manchester City and Arsenal will be in the 40s and Liverpool will be on 20 points, and their hopes of winning the title would be done already, and we're not even halfway through the season. Okay. All right. Victor Alexander, my son is a huge Liverpool fan. Attend all their home games. Was always said that Mane was Liverpool's rock and can't be replaced. I was saying that today. When I saw Mane score that goal for Bayern Munich last season against last week against Victoria Pilsen, I was like, that is exactly what Liverpool are missing. Mane, they were ungrateful. They didn't treat Mane well. When Mane asked for that money, they told Mane no. The only reason Mane will leave is because he asked for something and his demands were not met. And Bayern Munich were able to maybe better those, meet the demands and better that salary that Liverpool were willing to offer Sadio Mane. Where it was shameful that Mane was on half of Salah's salary all those years. Shameful. And you want to almost double Salah's salary and keep Mane like lower that? Like, come on. Of course he's going to leave. Of course he's going to leave. Talk about the VAR camera failure. On what, though? On what? Where? That's what I want to know. Where? In what? In which VAR camera failure? In which instance? I want to know which instance. Reese Hobbs is saying, Dominic keep crying about Trent because Cancelo can't defend. He's only get covered up by Ake or Laporte on the left side. But that's the team. That's how Man City plays. Cancelo, I'm pretty sure, is a better defender than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent is the slowest player on the field. Slow as a turtle. He cannot run. He can. Matter of fact, Ryan, the link is in the chat. If you want to come on and say something about your team and how they're playing, come on. I don't know if you're busy or not. But I dropped the link in the chat. Nobody want to come on to say nothing. But everybody want to be keyboard warriors in the damn comments. You see what I'm saying? Come on, say your piece. No cameras for the first Arsenal goal. What do you mean no cameras? We saw the goal. The first Arsenal goal was a goal. There wasn't no VAR problem for that. The first Arsenal goal was a goal. I wish we could bring the goals up and watch the goals. Let me actually see if I find these. Let me see if I find some stills of these goals. And let's see what you're talking about. Let's find something. Let's find something. I didn't want to stay here too long tonight, but you know, y'all are getting me. Y'all are getting under my skin. You're getting under my skin. All right, let's take a look at this goal. We're going to take a look at it. All right, my boy Ryan LFC is going to come in. Let's take a look at the goal, right? We're going to scroll. This is what happened for the goal, right? Look at this. Saka is onside. First of all, he's onside right there. So let's not even get into that conversation right there. He's onside. Let's not even go there, right? Let's not even go there. Okay, he's way onside. Look at this. Let's actually take a look. I don't know. I might get copyright for this, but look at this. Look at Van Dijk, right? Not direct enough. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Look at Henderson. Throw your body on the ground. Stop that cross. Stop it. Look at Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? He's supposed to be over there marking Martinelli. Look at where he's at. That's Matip's job right there. Matip will take care of Jesus, right? Look at Trent. Sleeping. Sleeping. That ball goes through there, goes through the midfield. That ball, I'm pretty sure, goes through. Look at this. Look at this. Like, come on, man. Look at this ball goes through there. Trent, you have to stop that. It goes under his foot. And Martinelli, what he does, bang into the back of the net. Okay? What are you guys talking about? What VAR what are you talking about? I know they did review the thing. I know they did a review. But he was onside. He was onside. Okay? Clear. Yo, Ryan. I don't know if you're hearing me. All right, Ryan was on, disappeared. I don't know if he's hearing me, but if anybody want to come on, share your piece. Share your piece. Listen, you guys are gonna make me, you guys are gonna pull me back out. And listen, man. Listen, you guys are gonna really make me start coming out a little bit more, you know. I've been taking a back seat as of late, you know. But you guys are gonna make me come out. Let's take, you know what? We need, I'm gonna have to find all these footage. I'm gonna find the footage and we're gonna scroll through the footage. I need to find the Gabriel thing. Matter of fact, man, as a matter of fact, we ain't even, listen, man. Let's find the Gabriel thing. Let's find it. Let's find the Gabriel thing. We gonna share the Gabriel thing like we just looked at the goal just now. We proved that nobody was offside. Saka was clearly on. You know, Liverpool got caught out. They look like school children in the goal. And let's take a look at this, right? Look at this, right? Look at Gabriel. Who is that? Diego Jota. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how close. Look at how close the player is. Come on, man. Look at how close the player is to the other. Look at that. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are actually ridiculous. What do you want him to do? What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? He's running. Look, what is he supposed to do? Look at Jota's foot. Look at where his hand is. What is he supposed to do? How is he supposed to pull his hand back? He actually tries to pull his hand out the way last minute there, you could see. Right? Come on, man. You guys are ridiculous. The players could actually almost kiss each other. And you guys are saying about it's supposed to be a handball. That close. Players don't even know the rules themselves. They asking for goals. They're asking for penalties for things like that. Come on, man. So basically, you guys are saying that this referee doesn't know what he's doing. None of the referees in the VAR panel doesn't know what they're doing. Basically, that's what you guys are saying because you lost the game. Big up Ryan, bro. Talk to me.
Good evening, bro. You know, I just wake up and go up on YouTube, but I was coming on and I say, you're not going to want problem without the camera, so.
Yeah.
Wife just lost somebody and she was in the living room and I asked her, please, so.
Oh, sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry. And, you know, shout out your wife for me, bro. Long time we haven't spoken. I was actually thinking the other day, we have to start doing some content again, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely start doing, because I kind of chill out a bit. You know, you've been doing your thing, but we haven't really done anything for a while. You know what I'm saying? And what I realized is with this whole YouTube thing, it kind of I don't know, but you need the fire. Like
I don't think you have that fight in your belly again, brother. I don't know. Probably relax a bit, man.
Because I'm chilling. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
I understand, brother. Trust me. I understand.
So what are your thoughts on first of all, you know, what are your thoughts on the loss to Arsenal? I thought you guys were going to draw because of how well Arsenal are playing, but for you to lose against Arsenal, lose against United as well, you know, it's not good signs for Liverpool at all.
First and foremost, listen, a pleasure to be on the channel with you. Listen, all season I don't really have faith in this Liverpool team because of losing 2 major trophy and we didn't do anything in the transfer market. Right? You don't expect you're coming from a team, one of the best team in the world, right? Competing for 4 trophy, 2 games of the last game of the season, losing the Premier League, losing the Champions League. Where all the money go, Dominic? You go to the FA Cup final, the Carabao Cup final. You go deep in the Champions League to the final. You get probably 80 million for runners up. In the Premier League, you probably get 100 million runners up. Where is all of these money gone? And bro, this is the first time I don't have the interest to buy no jersey. I tell myself I'm not buying no Liverpool jersey this season until them deserve to get my money. Because they're not signing anybody. Why we still have Axel Chamberlain? Why we still have Hennessy starting in Liverpool team? He should supposed to be a player that he get in 15-20 minutes. Why we still have navigator still at the football club. So damn, if you look at it, City keep on evolving and we not evolving. So you find us in serious trouble. Klopp run the players them into the ground. Alright? Run them into the ground. When Pep Guardiola resting De Bruyne here and there, him choose which match he want to play De Bruyne. Same thing with him doing in Erling Haaland. Right? When you look at the City team, the players them and how them play, it's about the players them, and Klopp, it's all about Klopp's system. Taking 2 or 3 players from out of Liverpool, they don't look the same. And because we don't spend enough in the transfer market, if you look at Kevin Bernardo Silva coming in, replacing Silva, right? Phil Ford come up, one of the best young player in my opinion, for God knows how long, come out of England. And just because of Pep or Pep coach, you see, Phil Ford is not the ordinary English player, you know, because of him have a Spanish manager who know to get the better out of him. And they don't force him like how we forcing Trent and Curtis. We don't force them. If you look at, you know, say him don't start a lot of game for City.
Yeah.
Phil Ford, he manage him time.
He get his run and then Pep would pull him out and then
pull him out of the fire line. That's all you build. I'm telling you, damn, I've been saying it, it's going to get worse and worse for Liverpool this season. And I never surprised. Me just tell you as it right now. Man, because of my team, we now play well bridging and the transfer market kind of let us down, brother. We're not bringing enough player in the transfer. We think, oh, FSG doing great. They're not doing anything. And Klopp is one of them. Them are peas in the pod. FSG and Klopp is the same thing. But on the game yesterday, well done to Arsenal. They deserve to win. All right? When I look at it, damn, we never deserve to get that penalty. Because where the man supposed to put him on? Where him supposed to put him on? Tell me.
Exactly.
Trent, at the first time I was losing my mind, bro. Because of Trent.
But I've been telling you that for how many years? I've been telling you that, you know, but nobody wanna hear me out, man.
No, because he's doing great thing going forward.
Yeah.
But no, we lose Genie when I replace Genie. Right?
Well, look at it. You brought in Arthur. No, he gone for months. You know, so it's some strange business.
When Liverpool start to get old player, when we start to buy, when we start to cheat the system, we never usually do that. We bring in player we can't even keep fit, Virgin.
Yeah.
The team steel them. The team is very, very steel, bro. We are not the usual Liverpool we are, brother. We run out of steam, brother. Fabinho, flattered.
Yeah.
Flattered, bro. When you look at Fabinho, you see people just glide past him like him never there before. Nobody were doing that.
So who is to be blamed, you think, for this? You think Klopp has run the team into the ground?
Damn. Klopp don't rotate the players them. Even when him have give up Origi them in play to position. Look at this youth named Cavalli we get from Fulham. Very good player. He's not a winger, but Klopp play him as a winger. Play him out of position because him have him favorite player them. Man, I love Klopp, man. Klopp is my father, bro. Klopp do more good before be even more my father, brother. You understand? So when you hear me criticize Klopp, you must know that Klopp and FSG should get blamed for this season. Some decision of Klopp making cost us. Starting Jordan Henderson, Milner
too. Yeah.
This man, brother, our team get old, brother. Our midfield get old. We no longer pressing team. We no matter on our team. And you see the money miss, brother.
Yeah.
A lot of people are played down. And I tell people this about Salah, brother. Every day I prefer lose Salah more than losing Mane. Mane is the most complete player. Mane do all of the dirty work. And now Mane is gone. Everybody realize, oh, Salah is not this. If Salah don't score, don't impact the game, Dominic.
Yeah.
And
he's not happy. You know what I'm saying? He's withdrawn as well. He withdrawn.
I'm telling you, sir, brother. When Jersey boy say, yo, keep Salah, I say, sell the man, brother. Dominic, sell him. Sell him, brother. Man, he give us more, brother. He man work off the ball more. The man scored, the man come up in a clutch moment. I respect Salah what he has done. But without Salah scoring, him don't impact the game. He's not the complete footballer. Now he in a trouble. He get this big wages. What he's doing? Nobody's speaking about that. Trent, bro, he should not start for Liverpool right now. Him to sit on the bench, bro. Because the man cost the team.
Yeah. But look, Ryan.
Only two players can hold up the made this season, you know, is Harvey Elliott and Alice, you know. Everybody else.
Luis Diaz as well. I know he's injured.
Luis Diaz injured, bro. Like, damn, I'm telling you, bro, it's going to get worse and worse. And Liverpool fans, just beware of. Don't surprise we play Europa League next season.
So look, I don't want to keep you, but what do you think could fix this problem? What does Klopp need to do?
Well, Klopp need to stop with him favorite things, Brechin. First and foremost, the sentiment with player. Damn, we as Liverpool fans and coaching staff, we have too much attachment with players.
Yes. I've said it.
Damn, in this current age, look at City. No fear, Fernandinho. Bro, you did a great time. We respect you, are a legend. But you're no longer good enough to play for City.
Gone.
But Liverpool, into this. We have this sentiment. We don't know when to let go of a player.
That is true.
When Klopp do that, yeah, go ahead.
I've been talking about that. I've been saying I've been talking about that a lot because, you know, Liverpool not ruthless enough and they're not replacing the player. They're not ruthless in that fact. And the team has been calling out for a creative midfielder for so long. And when they brought one in Carvalho, and he's not getting pushed like he should be pushed. Because look at that game against Newcastle. Carvalho won that game for Liverpool, right? When you're supposed to be playing Carvalho, playing more positive thinking and leaving Henderson on the bench, let the young kid go and of course Harvey Elliott with these guys.
Get them confident.
And do exactly.
Because they're younger and they're more hungry. Jordan Henderson, damn. Rate Henderson. You know me, rate Henderson. But
yeah, I rate him too.
Henderson should be a role player that play 20 minutes when we're leading, 15 minutes in him experience, come on and close out the game.
Yeah.
He don't have the legs anymore. Bridging, like the first 15 minutes against Arsenal. Every team scored on us in the first 15 minutes. We look shattered, bro. You can't understand this team just compete for 4 trophies. And then you look at them right now. It's ridiculous, bro. Klopp has to leg off him. Sentiment, player in the right position. All right? And from there, Klopp need to put more pressure on the owner. So listen, I can't continue. These man, let me tell you what happened to Klopp. You see the same what happened to Arsene Wenger in his latter 10 years at Arsenal. And that going to reach Klopp at Liverpool. What he built? Everything because the last 10 years he left in his Arsenal career and became bad. Because he started to protect the owners. You want players, brother. You want better players. The Premier League is getting younger and younger. Why do you think Arsenal are ring round this guy?
Yeah, that is true. But Klopp, do you think Klopp is in trouble? This is his 7th year. Usually in his 7th year, he doesn't do well.
Damn.
And
you know what? It's a lot of people will say, all right, it's a mistake. Things happen. But if you look at it, Klopp do not rebuild a second team properly. He always have a problem rebuilding him second team. Because this is his first Liverpool team in building. But to get the convealment over and over, him don't have that in him. This is going to be a test because him signed a long-term contract. All right? And one of the things why kind of mess him up, we're making a lot of money, but yet still we not purchase any player. We not purchase player.
So what about Darwin Núñez though?
Bro, I'm telling you, damn, I am not a big fan of him, but I believe that we should give him time. I think he will come good. If you look at how he play against Rangers and Arsenal, you can take a lot of positive from what
I like Núñez at Benfica, you know. I really like him, but he just haven't lived up to expectations so far, you know what I mean?
You see, England is a very dangerous thing. England people will put you, the fan base will put you up there and then tear you back right there. You see what them do to Alana for the Community Shield?
Yeah.
and hype up Nunes. I
Yeah.
tell you, he's a very good striker. If you look at the goal where him score, but
Yeah, I know.
Salah becomes a more a player that going to create. Diaz going to come a more player that more create. You understand? Because the system change, and I never really like Nunes because he don't fit in the him change always rotate. Like Salah and Mane, that flexibility where you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have. Nunes is not one of them players that have that flexibility. So Salah becomes more in passing. You understand? Salah is in this team now, him start to come back more and different more. While him no normally do that. Bro, we underestimate Genie, him leave, we no replace him. That man is a big miss, brother. Yeah? Genie is a big miss, because what Genie usually do, he usually cover for Chen. Any man,
Yeah.
anything normally go cross and cover. And the select shatter, bro. Why you think him getting so many injuries?
Yeah.
The owner of them are looking at themselves and they can't continue like this. The club, Liverpool club, outgrow the owner of them.
So with that being said, it's looking like the title is slowly slipping away.
No, the title gone, bro. The title gone. It's a more young team thing in the Premier League. Look at Arsenal, young and fresh. Look at City. They're still young, but they still have that experience in that. If you go through the City team, check how many old players on the City team. Check it.
Only Gundogan. Gundogan is oldest and he's about 34.
Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne are the two oldest players.
Yeah, everybody else under 30. I think Edison might be getting close to 30, but
no, he's different. He's a goalkeeper. He's different. But when you look at Diaz,
everybody else,
defender, everybody consider them at the right age. And you know why City going to always stay on top? They keep the football a lot. They don't high press like the Liverpool. Liverpool and City play two different ways.
No, City high press, but they keep the ball a lot. But the
position of the ball. But Liverpool, this is why they bring in Thiago for kind of change our play to be a more controller team. You understand? Yeah, because we not get the right player them in the midfield
you guys need to score more goals from the midfield. I think that's your problem. And when you look across the league and you see like guys like Guimaraes, Maddison, you see Paqueta pick up an assist for West Ham. And why Liverpool never went in for any of these guys is weird. It's confusing. You see what I'm saying? So, I think it's a bit of stubbornness with Jurgen Klopp. But at the end of the day, still, you guys have been doing well with the team, but maybe teams have just figured you out, and you haven't really looked to improve on what happened last season. Because look, you won two competitions, you got to basically the final of the Premier League and the Champions League, and still, what Liverpool should have done is try to keep Mane. He's part of the framework. Come back with Mane, Salah, Firmino. Add what you call it? Add Nunez. You have Jota.
No,
you have Diaz.
Should have sold.
Who?
They should have sold
Firmino. When what do you mean? When there were talks that teams were coming in for him, sell him. You understand?
No, you see, the Mane, we shouldn't sell Mane, right? We should have sold Firmino, right? Sell Firmino, give Mane what he need. It's not more than the man want a challenge. We're too tight. We don't want the man work him socks off at Liverpool. Why him could get the same amount of money with Salah get? And him did it before. He did it from day one, from the project is building, brother.
And he was on so low wages.
Salah always have more range than him, brother.
But look, man, look, Ryan.
Brother, we should have sell Firmino. Bring in Nunes because we don't have Jota already. Yeah. We can play down the wing. Play or sell Firmino because Firmino fall off. Different from this season where we get in a local goal.
Yeah.
Run him now have no more legs.
Yeah, that is true. But look, you and I could go on for hours and talk about this right now. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna link you and we're gonna do a stream.
You wanna Bosuma would have been a 25 million. Oh, miss that and we'll buy player baggage.
They're not going for it's I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
Club
weird.
Be more flexible, brother.
It's weird, man.
More flexible, bro.
It is just weird how you guys, the business that you have done is just,
we not do nothing, bro. I'm going to watch this. I'm gonna tell you something, brother. Watch this. Wait, just give me a few seconds. I'll show you how that's how we in a really deep trouble. I'm gonna tell you what City do and conquer us. Watch this. So from so from so from 2018, right? 2018, 2019 to 2023. All right. Allison in for Allison. Trent in for Trent. Robertson in for Robertson. Joel Matip in for Joel Matip. Van Dijk in for Van Dijk. Henderson in for Henderson. Fabinho in for Henderson. Genie, Thiago replacement. Mane leave. Nunes replacement. Watch this. Edison for Edison. Vincent Company, Diaz. Walker for Walker. Laporte, Nathan Ake. Right? Shizenko for Cancelo. Right? Fabinho, what's the Brazilian name? What's his name again? Fernandinho for Rodri. Bernardo, De Bruyne for De Bruyne. Silva, Phil Foden. Bernardo for Bernardo. Mahrez for Raheem Sterling. Jesus for Erling Haaland. And the youngster from Argentina on just by the other day.
Julian Alvarez.
So look at how many players City bring in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. While Liverpool from 2018 we only bring in 2 players, Thiago and Diaz. Remember when we win the Champions League, you know.
What do you mean? For the teams, you mean comparing? What do you mean?
For bringing in players to freshen up the team.
But you brought in Jota as well. You know, Jota came in.
Jota came in for Jota. All right? But what may I say, Dominic, if you look at how many players City bring in from 2018 till now, Liverpool only bring in 3 players. First team player. We bring in Harvey Elliott. We bring him in for the under 20 team and loan him on. All right? Seth Vandenberg, we bring in him from 2018 to sign the Champions League. Check how much player Liverpool signed. And from when we win the Champions League and win the Premier League, how much player we sign.
Yeah, that is true. Because look at City. Look at the Akanji. When we sign Akanji, and he's just he could play right back, center back, anyway, and he's been doing well. But look, I know like you guys brought in players, but I don't think Liverpool have freshened. The point you're trying to make is I don't think Liverpool have freshened up the team enough. And that's where Man City continue to dominate.
Yeah.
Because they go out there and they find the players. Look at the little left back we brought in, right? Gomez. The man looked good. You see what I'm saying? Look at the center back. Right now, City has Laporte, Ake, Diaz, Stones, Akanji. 5 center backs. All of them quality. Could put them in any time. And you don't see no difference in the back there. Because guess what? City play with the ball most of the time. So you don't really need, big, a whole lot of
defense. You realize the team now counter City like what them usual before. You realize that City now get caught on the break a lot with them usual before. May all even miss out the suit to them buy from Leeds United.
Calvin Phillips.
Look at the caliber player they're bringing in. Yeah. You think they need Raji? You think they need him? They never need him, but they at least make sure that they stock pad. That means anything can happen.
If anything, Raji could take a break. Even Gundogan right now could play in Raji position. Look the other day.
Them buy this boy, the centre back from Dartmouth for 19 million. He play very well against City in the Champions League. And where City go? 19 million. Whoa, that's a chump change for us.
Exactly.
And look at the man now. The man is keeping the 2 centre back. Ake is playing good because Ake want to leave in the summer, and City said, no, we're not going to let you go until you get a replacement. It's so happened that Ake start to play very well, and John Stone have to sit down. Listen to the name, them City. John Stone, Diaz, Laporte, that 3 already.
That's what I'm telling you.
And look at Walker now. Walker out with a surgery injury. You see City missing him? I can tell you that next summer City going to buy a good right back.
Of course. I've been saying that. Walker probably in his last year.
Yeah, because he's picking up a lot of injury.
And we have a little youngster named Rico Lewis that's going to come in and play backup. But City's going to go for another right back. Even Cancelo in the team. That's how Man City stay on top. And you know why Arsenal are doing well? Arsenal start do the same thing because Mikel Arteta was under Pep. And who knows? Maybe Pep feeding Arteta a little bit of game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because look at the kind of money and the players them that Arteta went out and brought in. You see what
Bro,
I'm saying?
and that's it, damn. Me I tell you, say, it's Chelsea, they might get better under the coach. You see the
Of
quality player
course.
them have, they're going to get better. And you see Man United, whether me like it as a Liverpool fans, them get 6, but they're going to improve because they're bringing in player and them have a good coach. You see,
And
it's the man being
they're bringing in young players as well. Arsenal especially. And that's where you guys lost the game. The legs.
while last season Arteta say, okay, I nearly make the Champions League. What I'm going to do? I'm going to go into the market again, strengthen. So Arsenal strengthen in a 2 summer, while Liverpool still be the same. You think, bro, nobody dominate on top and no refresh. You have to have that conveyor and bent where you continue refresh. You can't make people study you. Liverpool too easy for study. It too easy becomes a team. So okay, they're going to play 4-3-3. If we were to play this new formation now, it'll take a look a while, but we don't have the legs. When we lose the ball, we still get counter.
Yeah.
You understand, Trend? Oh my God, bro. Like, this guy drive crazy. And the first me ever drive crazy. Can you imagine them? The man run on time position, waiting for just all inside into the midfield, all the migrate at the center where I'm in. The man run out of position. The man is just 6 stomach, brother. Run for on the bench. Just since Gomez come on and look much better.
But look, man, Ryan, yo, we could be here all night. But look, man, just to finish this, Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. You know, you guys came back in the game with a Firmino goal. And I actually think when you was 2-2, Klopp did something. I don't know if a lot of people notice it, but Klopp actually, if you check here, you see right here, Klopp panicked a little. He took off Salah. I think Klopp was actually going for the draw. He kind of sensed that Arsenal had the one up against him, and Klopp said, "Oh boy, draw. I think I'm gonna go for the draw." And no, how are you gonna take Salah off? And you're going for a win. Tell me, explain that.
No, damn. It was a right decision to take him out. The man not playing nothing.
I know that, but what I'm saying though, if you're gonna, Salah is a man, he does be out the game and just pop up with a goal, right?
Not this time around, Dominica. Different thing that you're talking about.
Bro, Klopp say, hey man, I'ma get a point from this game. I'ma get a point. And this is not like Jurgen Klopp. This is not like Klopp.
Yeah, but because him coming on the pressure where Salah keep feeling, brother. This season Salah not do nothing. And the back end of last season, remember, man, Salah has been chosen, brother, from the back end of last season, So me agree, the man, take off Salah. This is a favorite thing, club. Wow, bite him. You see, Salah come off him ignorant. Bro, you're not playing no football, brother. Exactly. So why you keeping making up a face head? You're not playing a football. If you were playing football, I could say, okay, all right, you should have come off. But you should have come off a long time, brother. From the first 50 minutes of the game. But the man now prove himself, brother. Salah need to sit on the bench.
Anyways.
Get a replacement for the man, brother. Well, we have somebody for challenge Salah for that. It's too easy, brother.
That is true. And it goes back to Man City as well, where Mahrez don't even know if he's playing every game. Bernardo, Foden, Grealish, none of them know.
Nobody
of them
know when City. You don't know when. You know what City Pep Guardiola going to do against Liverpool.
Exactly.
I'm just praying that we don't get.
By the way, I'm going to the game. I told you. Did I tell you that? I'm going to the game this Sunday, man. So
yeah, bro, I'm happy you're going to Anfield and to experience it. I just so bad that you're going at the wrong time when Liverpool not to give you that fire like it will be.
You never know, though. You never know. Maybe Liverpool might bring the fire. You know what I mean? You never ever know, man.
Yeah.
But look, man, Ryan, I have to say, I like how your thing improve. I remember, when we started doing this, you and I. You had the headphones. you remember the headphones. I remember when you went there, you pick up the headphones and you asked me if this one nice, a gaming headphone. And you came along with, man.
Yeah, nice, man. The growth, brother. The growth. The growth, brother.
We had our ups and downs, and it's because of football. You know what I'm saying? Because of football. When I'm down, you up, you rub it in my face. I do the same thing. You know what I mean? But It is.
Bro,
And
yeah, man, we need to do some more thing, brother.
yeah,
Can
we got yeah,
I kind of really separate the Liverpool Jamaican thing and
yeah.
past the 4,000 watch time, need 1,000 subscriber. I'm going to really put in
Oh,
some real,
for the extra, right? The
yeah,
extra.
for the
Yeah,
extra.
yeah.
So
We gotta start doing some more work, man. Even if it's a short little something, you know what I mean? We gotta
yeah, man,
start.
definitely, brother,
We
definitely.
got we you know we gotta plan that. You know, if there's something that like a talking point, you just say, yo, Ryan, let me talk about this for 20 minutes and put it up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
when you leaving for the game,
Friday.
Friday. Yeah, man, it'll be good to do something Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday won't be a good day, but
Mhm.
I'll link you, man. I'll link you. You know what I mean? Maybe
Ah,
yeah, I'll link you. We gotta do something. I was thinking about Combine 11. We gotta do something, man.
definitely, bro.
Or a little preview for the game or something. You
No
know, so
Liverpool player getting in, bro. Like,
you know it's gonna be rough, bro. It's gonna be rough. Van Dyke might get in still. You gotta
yeah,
respect Van
Van
Dyke
Dijk and
still.
Alice will probably get.
Yeah, Alisson and Van Dyke, you know, still quality. Even though
Yeah.
Van Dyke's having a shitty season, you know.
They show him, bro. When it's me tell people when they don't have a proper midfield, you will get showed up, right? And that's what we need to get it
Yeah.
quick together. But listen, I believe in Klopp. I think he will get it right by the end of the season. So
Think you guys would at least get Champions League football?
yeah. I think Klopp. Remember, last season, 2 seasons ago before. We
Yeah,
were
yeah.
that good and club stubborn, you know. It was continue to play until the players and pick up form. So this team is good. This
Yo,
team is really good. So
those are the same headphones you wearing?
yeah, man, same
Oh
headphone.
yeah. They look much better without the mic on it,
Yeah, man,
man.
me take it out, Virgin. I have a whole heap
Yeah.
of, yeah, a whole heap of thing, you
They
know.
look good, man. The setup real nice and thing, man. I'm real proud of you, man. You know what I mean?
Trust me, trust me,
Definitely
damn man. Like I would
definitely proud.
achieve none of these. I would have achieved none of these, brother. Can't forget. What you
Def,
doing? I'm doing
definitely
something. Stop that.
definitely proud of you,
Bro,
man. You're doing good. You're
like
doing good.
without you, brother, I probably would not be here talking
Yeah.
about football. You give me the
It's,
voice, brother. You give me the support to share my video all the time and become,
yeah,
me have even have a second channel. So you must know, say, me come
exactly.
far away, brother, and me really appreciate and respect.
That's since what 2019, the year you guys won the Champions League. That was when we really, you know, and you start the
Yeah.
channel,
I can remember when you edit the when we went to the
the
pub.
vlog. Yeah,
Yeah.
the little vlog. So
I
you
met
see,
some.
a lot of things that people don't know. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you
Bro,
know
I
what I'm
always,
saying?
when me do over Jamaica, man, I say can tell him I always talk about you. And the people them are
Yeah,
say, Ryan, they need to bring a teacher. I say I bring him several times, but when you grow and some new people come and all of them things when they hear them, who's
yeah,
this guy Dominic? I mean, me always I tell them boy and thing, brother, but
yeah.
Jamaican thing, big brother. Trust
I know, man. I see what you see you doing. I see you doing a lot of interviews and bringing on plenty big people and thing, watching you do your thing, man. You know?
me. Yeah. Without you, bro, man, I tell you say yo. And me
Uh,
tell you already say you have a part to play in most of the Jamaican vlogger, and I'm not going to really come and say it and lie because you see,
look,
all the way you teach me, I teach it to them.
Ryan.
You have a whole
You know,
heap of continue out
a
the way
lot of
you know.
a lot of people are gonna come out and say nothing because look, I'm pretty sure when someone wanted to start a football YouTube channel, they go out and watch a couple people and see how to do it and see how to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now because these days I fall back. Listen, I know what videos I could make big video. I know what to do. You
Mm.
know I know what to do.
Of
But
course.
it's just the time I don't have. And
Yeah.
I have a lot of responsibilities and everything, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm trying to make money other ways. And you know, YouTube is I'm just gonna come and talk about the little Premier League thing. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe when I feel like it, I start putting out some bangers again. But right now, I'm just chilling, man. I'm
Yeah,
just
bro.
chilling.
Yeah.
You know, so bro, I'm gonna let you go. I should have been gone off of here maybe 45 minutes ago, but it's
Yeah.
nice that you came on and chat. And you know, we gotta talk. We gotta talk after the Liverpool City game. We definitely go organize a live stream and we will put it on both of the channel. You put it on the extra. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And we go do something, man. We go start, do some things more often, man. Seriously.
Yeah, because my time kind of really different, you know.
Yeah. Same here, man. Same here.
Yeah, because I see what your day have changed now.
No, I'm off Monday, Tuesday, and I'll be on daddy duty plenty most of the times, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I don't really have the time to be putting out a lot of videos like I used to, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Ever since COVID hit, bro, the whole thing changed because remember my wife never used to work. So I
mm,
used to just be free to do whatever I want. You
yeah,
see? But once she start working and with COVID now, everybody feel like they want to do YouTube and people
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
More people, more
exactly.
people.
And everybody have more time all of a sudden to do YouTube and all of that. So it
Yeah.
kind of, but look, I've been around a long time, 5 years now. So, I'm still
No,
here.
no, man, damn. Like we have to start.
Yeah, we're gonna do some.
When you're exactly, because me got work early now. Me start at early. Me
Yeah,
start at 7 to 4.
7 is I start 5 to 1.
5.
5 to 1. We're gonna do something. When's your day? When's your days off though?
No, me not work from Monday to Friday. That's it.
Oh yeah. We go work something out, man. Don't worry
Yeah.
yourself. We go work
Yeah,
something
bro,
out,
we
as
need
I
to
said.
bring back that heat. Me know Omega
Listen, we're gonna do
Alan thing
something.
is Alan.
Listen, we're gonna do something. Don't worry yourself.
I agree.
I'll figure something out, man. Angel, this guy saying, remember when Madrid Doctor City and Dam got rattled and blocked? Yeah, listen.
Bro, say, damn, everything happened for a reason, for our relationship to get better. And
Exactly.
no matter what me tell the people them at Jamaica, me I say, yo, I would never forget and I would never look down for my brother damn. Bro, me I tell you, say, if it wasn't for, look, computer, Macaulay,
Exactly.
Michael, Macaulay, light, Macaulay, cheer, Macaulay. I don't do anything. Even when me tell you say, yo, bro, me I go stop do the Ryan LFC, pan the Ryan LFC, me I go do Ryan extra and Macaulay because guess what? I have that love and respect for you because listen, no matter how I'm big now, I'm famous and have this, me still remember where I come from. Bro,
Definitely, bro.
without
Definitely.
you, brother, I am nothing, brother. Who make me start with at? Eh? Are you make me start with at?
Yeah, and I tell you it's important your swag in the videos.
All
When you
right.
come on the video, you look fresh. So listen, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man.
Bro, look at the background, brother.
Yeah.
Are you telling me all of them things, brother? You teach me, brother. I'm glad you teach me. I never a shortcut road, brother.
Yeah.
You
Respect,
understand? Me I tell you, bro.
Respect.
Appreciate everything he has done for me.
Yeah, we gonna do some. We gonna do something in the future, bro. We'll start bringing back the heat because listen, we were really look. I know you did your own thing, but you could just imagine if we did continue. Oh,
Bro,
you never know.
even last season, bro, you
Uh,
could stand me last season. You could
uh,
stand me. Wrestle me knock you out of the FA Cup. You could stand me last
yeah.
season. But we'll get back things and chat, brother. I can promise.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Because football infinite, it just keep going and going and going, you know what I mean? So yeah. But you're doing well. I'm happy for you. Definitely happy for you.
Bro, without you, brother.
Yeah.
Even the first interview we do with Chamal Nichols, you edit it.
Yeah, remember me edit. Remember how we did that?
You
Yeah.
Ryan need to start the more live stream and all of them things. Like, I remember you just upload and it's
Yeah.
Ryan need to get that thing.
Remember when I told you when you get off of work, pull out the phone, hit them
Yeah.
with something. Yeah, man. So
People, damn fans, listen. I really appreciate them. Because without them, it would be a Ryan LFC. And I know you help many people.
Of
But
course.
but I think me, I just take everything what you tell me, brother. You understand? Me never shortcut the thing. And me know you're happy for me how me a success. Can you imagine when me sit down in front of interview some big people in Jamaica? And
Exactly,
breaking
man.
all of these exclusive and all of them things.
Yeah.
So, brother,
You're doing well, and you could only improve, you know what I mean? And just remember some of the things that I spoke to you and how you could improve in the in the future.
you remember that time
And
I react to my video, my past video, I do one on the show and the people them say, Ryan, we can't ever talk nothing about you because you come from far.
of course.
So even
Yeah.
2019, even
Yeah.
2019 Gold Cup, brother, I play it back. I remember the Panama game where we win 1-0.
Yeah.
And I play it back and I say, no, Ryan, man, yo, I have to give you credit more. Because when people give me talk, they must say, yo, they need to improve, but them they know where I come from, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
And I clap and I lay them thing there.
Yeah.
So, me well relax, you know, have that confidence and that.
You remember how many players' names you could have said? I said, Ryan, this is what you need to do. You need to practice, and bam. You know,
bro,
so,
how many time I make a video and send it to you and private and share it to you, I say, Ryan, that not good enough. Go back, go make it. I make video 10 times, I say, Ryan. And even when you say, you know, share the video to your community and told it good.
exactly.
Go back, brother. Without you, brother, I wouldn't be here, bro.
Yeah.
Know that, brother. I know I'm putting in the work, but without you give me that support and that thing, I wouldn't be there because I know how hard it is.
Definitely. Look, we're gonna hit them with some heat in the future. Liverpool, City, you know, more things as well. More things.
Will be back, though. One thing we know about club, he's very good at what he do. He will be back. So that Liverpool rivalry, it will be back. But
I wanna see y'all bounce back because look, you have Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, City, no Liverpool. You know, it kind of you need Liverpool in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all, Man United. You know, you have United above you. You beat up Bournemouth 9-0, and Bournemouth they're above you in the league right now. Imagine that.
Embarrassment, brother. Embarrassment.
Yeah, but look, Ryan, I gotta run out of here as well. So
that was the last match I do.
Yeah, that was the last game, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, listen, appreciate you having me on, brother. And thing.
Definitely,
big up yourself, brother. Let's big up yourself, brother. Nothing but love and respect. See?
Yeah, big up to Jersey Boy in the chat.
Jersey
as
Boy.
Well.
Lord God, Jersey Boy. Trust me, without Jersey Boy, I am nothing too, man. So big up yourself, Jersey Boy, man. Really.
Big up everybody. Appreciate you guys coming through. You know, we go get the thing buzzing and sizzling again, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll see for the future, though.
We'll get it back, man. We'll get it.
All the best next week and all the best during the week in the Champions League. Let's see what Liverpool bring against City. I'm excited. My first Premier League game. Excited, man. You know what I mean?
I wish I was going, bro.
You know, how is it traveling to Canada from Canada to England? Could you go?
No, I have to get a visa.
Yeah, so that's gonna be rough. So it's nice being an American. It's kind of, you got the perks. You know, because you fly mostly anyway, and you know what I mean. So
yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
A minute me have to go to Jamaica. And when you go to Jamaica out of the country, you have to push back for the your citizenship. So
yeah. So
hopefully I can stay out from no go to Jamaica for 2 years and just know say I focus for get the Canadian thing.
Okay.
Yeah, my Jersey boy supposed to go to Jamaica next year. You know?
Oh, Jersey boy, wanna go Jamaica? Okay.
Yeah, man, I bring him go to Jamaica and get a nice big body girl.
Jamaica is one place I never went to, and I like to go to Jamaica, but Jamaica kind of, oh boy, man,
right people, man. That man, Jersey boy, I go there, man. I bring him go to the club,
yeah,
man.
that is true.
Place, bro.
You just can't go Jamaica and think you're going to just go. You know, it might eat your life down there. You know, so. But appreciate it, bro. Nice talking about life, YouTube, talking about Liverpool.
Bro, and that make we unite, bro. Like, sometimes we can stop talk about game, brother. We just talk entertain people.
How many times when we used to stream, we just talk all kind of different stuff, you know? Yeah. And I tend to do that, you know. I tend to do that. Like if you go, I don't know if you see, like when I do me and Michael talks football. We've been doing Champions League, and some of the stuff that I talk about has many things to do with football, but football as a people, they have regular lives like you and I, because sometimes you see a player might come to the game and not play well because the man mash up some pom-pom last night. You see what I'm saying? So of course he's not gonna play well. You see what I mean? So yeah, man. Anyways, bro, we gonna link. I'm about to get up out of here too.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
I actually overstay. Yeah, I was supposed to be done with this because I got some things to do, but it's been a productive day nevertheless, though.
Yeah, man, big up, man. People, big up yourself, man.
Definitely, man.
Bro,
Big up,
Jordan, all is there, man. Big up
to Jordan. Big up to Jordan, man.
Yeah,
You know. But
big
Ryan, we
Yeah.
talk. People, we talk. Thanks for coming through once again. From your boy Dom. Until next time. Peace out. Rich
Come on.
Squad.